think you guys can see me, right? You can see myself in the mirror now. Anyways, put this head cam on. Yeah, looks like it's staying pretty good. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Alright, here we go. We got half cup of Crisco, pure vegetable oil shortening, vegetable shortening. You can use any kind of shortening you want. You can also use animal lard or whatever. But I use just the all vegetable Crisco shortening. Not the healthiest for you, but then again, we're making dessert, pies. They aren't healthy for you anyways. Make it taste good. A cup of flour and another fourth cup, and I already put a fourth cup in there, so that is 1.5 cups. Do the math, guys. Alright, about a half teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna eyeball this. This is usually what I always do. Yeah, messed me up one video. There was one video I was pouring sugar to make some strawberry jelly. Oh man, poured in like 20 cups when I was only trying to pour in 8. It's pretty intense, but you know what happens. Alright, so we're just gonna incorporate the lard with the flour right now. Add in half and half. 2 tablespoons of half and half. This will also help liquid it up. There's 1, there's 2, and just kidding, only 2. You don't want a bunch. You add too much, it'll be like bread, I guess. Yeah. Nah, not bread. It'll be more like a pancake kind of thing. More like a cake. Not today. We're making a pastry. It's a shortbread pie crust. This is for a strawberry pie. I probably didn't say it in the beginning, but it's strawberry pie, guys. Strawberry pie. We got 2 strawberries over there. Can you see them? I see them. Alright. This recipe doesn't call for fresh strawberries. Oh, and it says strawberries right there, guys. Sugar-free strawberry jello. See, I told you we're making it healthy. Nah, I usually use regular. We only had sugar-free left. Probably a reason for only having sugar-free left. It's nasty. I'm just kidding. It's not nasty. But anyways, we're just gonna fork this around, make sure it gets solid. Alright, forget the fork, guys. We're doing hand assist right here. We already got it incorporated pretty well, so we're just gonna go ahead and fluff this flour. Alright, so it's going to start forming into like a dough. Again, this is a shortbread pie crust, goes really good with strawberries. You can also do a graham cracker crust, or instead of strawberries, you can do peaches. Well, this is Florida, guys. We do strawberries and oranges here. So if you're watching this video from Georgia, have at it. We don't have a lot of peaches here. We're the orange state, and we do have Plant City producing some intense strawberries. Dude, I've seen some strawberries as big as my head. They're cheap right now. They're in season. Well, I guess you don't know when this video was made, but around February, March is when strawberry season is, which is spring. Alright, so we got this dough. It's kind of made. Not really, but it's getting there. It takes a bit of time. It'll take about a minute or 2 or 3. Pat it all together. We're going to be putting it in that pie shell right there. That's our old pampered chef. We had that sucker for years, man. Look at that. You can kind of see a crack in it too. That crack's been there for years. Pampered Chef, good brand. Get it. Watch it not be a Pampered Chef. Let me see what brand it is. Oh man. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is Pampered Chef. I was gonna say it's Family Heritage. I'm just kidding with you guys. Know my stuff. Yeah, not really. Alright, so another way you can assist with this is getting a spoon. Or you can just pat it with your hands and have fun with it. But we're gonna get a spoon. It's a lot quicker. Alright guys, we're back with that spoon. And we're pasting this shell in like so. Spread it around even. We're gonna bake it at 400 degrees, so get it crispy. You actually don't have to cook anything but the strawberry. So you cook, well, obviously you got to cook the pie crust, but you're going to cook the pie crust 400 degrees about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 15 to 20. I don't know exactly. I got to show you the recipe, but I'm pretty sure it's 10 to 15. I don't know. I'll put it at the bottom of the video. So we're spreading this out, make it thin on the bottom, roll up to the sides. That way it'll all be crispy and people get a crispy crust. That way you don't have those crust eaters. Yeah, you know who you are. There's people who eat the filling, there's people who eat the crust. I'm the one who eats the filling and the crust. Actually, no, I just eat it all and no one gets a bite. Alright guys, we're back to the pie crust. So now we got it spread out. Now what you're gonna do, go ahead and fork on the sides just a little bit. I'm gonna go this way. Basically what this is gonna do is allow for the heat to escape. That way you don't get it all bubbly. Sometimes it'll bubble over, but we'll just flatten it out. Not the juice, like the filling. We're gonna do that next. This is more so for the crust. Put them in holes. We call these flavor pockets. Nah, not really. It just allows for additional heat to get into the crust to get a crispier crust. Well worth it, guys. Don't skip this step. Super important. And also you can use butter if you want, but crisco is usually the best thing to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. We got a crack in ours. So we're gonna put a pan under this. Sometimes it likes to melt juice on it. Put it in the middle of the top rack. Usually for baked goods you're gonna do the top rack. We're at 400 right now and that's gonna cook about 15 minutes. Go ahead and start on the strawberry jam. Start with a pot. Turn the pot on. Alright, now we're going to take the sugar. Cup of sugar. Pour the cup of sugar in there. Cup of water. And we're going to stir that around. Get that sugar mixing. Alright, we're going to do about medium heat. Just so you guys can see the heat flame. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can see it. Probably doesn't help any, but I guess I'll just flatten it against my face. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Get it all in there. Mix that around. Try to mix it around quick while the water's still cool. That way you don't get all clumpy. Mix, mix, mix. Alright, that was about 3 teaspoons, I'm sorry, not 3 tablespoons. Pinch of salt. You don't want this portion super salty. We already salted up that crust pretty well. This is going to be 3 tablespoons of corn syrup. Caro is also another brand, but this is actually at Target. This stuff, it's like twice the size, and it's only like, geez, 10 cents more than regular Caro. Well worth it. You guys should get it at Target. I don't know if it tastes as good. Who cares? It's sugar. How can you mess up sugar? Alright, so we're cooking this mixture. We kind of want to get it to a rolling boil. We got the water, sugar, cornstarch in here. We're going to mix this up, stirring constantly. This is what the recipe says. So we're going to cook all those ingredients. We stirred for about 30 seconds right there. We're just going to let that cook through. It'll come to like a rolling boil. Just let it boil through. It's just so the slurry's made. This is what's going to be the goodness in between that pie shell. Yeah, the strawberries are good. Yeah, the crust is good. But this is what puts it all together. Alright, so we got that. It's boiling over. After that's finished up, we're going to put this over here. Guys, look. It randomly started boiling. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. I fast forwarded. Alright, so mix it around. Look at that, dude. This is like sea red. It's pretty cool. It's good syrup. We'll cook it a little bit longer. I want to thicken it just a bit. 2 points. Alright, turn off the heat. Pull it over here. Let's do this. Alright, we got this over here. Now what we're going to do, sugar-free jello, same thing. Sugar-free, non-sugar-free, whatever. They're both the same thing. Just 1 pack. Oh! Man, I got a taste of that. That tastes like strawberry. Tastes pretty good, man, if you ask me. Alright. Mix it around, mix around, mix around. Mix around, mix around. Alright, they say let this cool. Everyone knows what happens when jello cools. It makes J-E-L-L-O. Jello. Alright. While that stuff is cooling, we're going to do the berries. Because we like to multitask here. So you're just going to wash these berries. We'll prep them up, slice them up. And I'll fast forward to that for you. Alright guys, we back. Alright, so what we're going to do, pull out the thing out of the oven. I don't know if you guys can see it. But it's all pie. Pull this out of the oven. Looks like shortbread, almost like Keebler. Just kidding. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright, so we pulled the pie crust out of the oven. We're going to let it cool just a bit. There's our strawberries, there's our sauce. Now we're going to take this sauce, put it on the strawberries. This sauce already cooled, so don't really need to worry about that. Our pie crust pretty piping hot right now. The thing is like steaming on me. I can feel it. Alright, squeegee all that in there. I'll lick that later when you guys aren't watching. Nah, I'm just kidding. Got plenty of it right here. Alright, so we got that in there, the juice is in there. We're gonna let that cool about 5 minutes and we'll come right back. And then we'll just pour it in. All you do is throw it in the fridge and you're done. Cool down, look at that, touching it like nothing. Alright, let's pour the strawberries in. That's it, man. Next time you say easy as apple pie, change it to say easy as strawberry pie. This stuff was easy. And all we're gonna do is refrigerate it for at least 2 hours. You can go ahead and eat it now, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's like soupy. But yeah, jiggle jiggle. It'll be set up later and then you cut it just like a regular pie and serve them up. Strawberry pie right there, boys. You can even use white icing. Pretty good. I got other videos with the white icing. Check out the plantain one.